Alright boys, so for this video we're gonna do a Q&A. I'm gonna answer to some of the questions that I asked on my Instagram. But yeah, let's just go and start with the questions. We're gonna have some interesting ones. So if you're a young man who is trying to become successful in life, who wanna make money online specifically, travel the world and just live a great life, that's gonna be really helpful for you. I'm gonna answer to one of the best questions. So yeah, let's just get straight into the video.
What is the best investment as a young man?
The best investment as a young man definitely is to just invest in skills that will generate you more money. Don't try to buy some crypto or put it in some real estate or just fight inflation. You're making no money. If you have less than $50,000 in your bank, you should invest absolutely everything into learning skills that will generate you more money. After you make at least like 50 to 100 grand a month, then you can worry about, putting it in some other place so they can like multiply. In the beginning, you have nothing. There's no way you're multiplying nothing. Invest it into skills that will generate you more money. When I was broke, I was thinking, okay, how can I use that money to best build myself? And I went there, I bought mentorship, I bought courses. Yeah, a lot of the times I got scammed, but it's just a double-edged sword. There's a lot of people online who can actually help you and change your life. So it's just pretty much like books. If you buy a book and it's bad, doesn't mean like our books are bad and you should never read books again. Just keep going, all right? There's people who can actually help you online. Just invest the money either in the business that you're currently having to make more, or in skills and knowledge that will help you just produce more cash flow. That's the best investment you can make as a young man.
Should you live with your girlfriend?
If you live with your girlfriend, I think you're already setting up yourself to lose. If you live alone, it's still very similar. You're gonna get pretty comfortable both ways, either alone or with your girlfriend. So what I recommend is, last year when I moved to Thailand, I ended up meeting with one of my best friends, Jake, which, we rented a big penthouse and we lived there together. And he was, in front of my eyes making like $10,000 a day. And obviously you can't just be lazy around people like that. So what I recommend is surround yourself with people who are making far more money than you, who have way more discipline than you and way better work ethic. So, when you wake up at like 8 a.m., they already wake up before you. They already like made like 5 grand, and you can't just wake up and just, start watching movies or just have breakfast with your girlfriend for like 2 hours. So I think the best setup is you, a friend of yours, his girlfriend and your girlfriend. They can be together, they can just hang around together, watch their movies together, and you and your boy are just like working all the time, competing, having that healthy competition between each other. So who's gonna lift more in the gym, who's gonna make more money today, who's gonna work harder today. I think that's definitely the best setup. So surround yourself with killers, with guys who are doing far better than you. That's gonna just push you out of your comfort zone, and you're just gonna elevate to their level.
Is it worth to build your personal brand on social media?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely not saturated to build your personal brand. Like, what personal branding is for most of you guys means you getting your name out there, more people knowing about who you are and what you do. So that's been around forever. If you think even like thousands of years ago, artists, kings, people who just used to be known by a lot of people, pretty much had a personal brand, maybe in their area, maybe in their city. But now what we do is we use social media. You just learn some simple skills and you just leverage social media to just get your name to like millions of people pretty quick, literally most of the times within like a couple of months of starting. So like, why not use it? And let's be honest, like, do you really believe all the people that you see on social media making millions of views and millions of dollars are any better than you? Like, do you really believe that? Like a year ago, when I moved to Thailand, I had barely nothing. I just lost all my money in crypto and trading, and I just started posting serious on social media just for like 1 year, bro. And I completely like changed my life. There's some people who are literally like dickheads, bro, making so much money from social media. There's no way you tell me you're no better than all these people. Just pick up the phone and just start posting. Learn how to do it and just do it. Yes, like, you can still do your main business. Building your personal brand is something that you should see for long term, something that you do on the side. Just build your personal brand on the side. There's nothing bad from more people knowing about you and what you do, and pretty much getting more clients for your business, or just doing online coaching, whatever you want to do. Just get on social media and just start building your name out there. There's no competition. Most people don't know what they're doing. Like, you can make a brand new account, and I actually did like a couple weeks ago, and it just starts blowing up. If you know what you're doing, you make a brand new account and you just start making tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views like first couple of weeks. So just learn it and just start building it on the side. You will be surprised how quickly you start to make more money from that than from your main thing. So yeah, it's not saturated.
What do you think about weekends?
I mean, listen, you can eat whatever you want, but at the end of the day, the main difference between animals who eat like grass and animals who eat meat is that once are prey and the other ones are the predators. So it's kind of like, which one do you want to be? That's the main difference. A lot of people say, yeah, bro, there's so many animals who eat grass and they're still strong and buffed and they still have muscles, which is true. I'm not telling you that you can't have some muscles if you're a vegan. You definitely can, but it's way more about the mindset aspect of eating meat. I think it changes your brain and the chemicals in your brain and everything. So if you just think for a second, the animals who eat meat, they might not be stronger, but at the end of the day, they're predators. Their way of thinking is different, and the animals who eat grass, they might be stronger sometimes, but they're a prey. They just, they're scared, they just try to run and survive while the other animals are trying to hunt them and kill them. So which one do you want to be in life? Because let's be honest, like life is just competition at its core. You want to have a business, you want to become a millionaire, whatever, it's just our competition. Just which one you want to be. Do you want to be the prey or do you want to be the predator? That's my answer. To go for the next question.
Should you?
I think you speak normal when you don't try, but now you try and you speak so strange.
I don't try.
Okay, now you speak so good, but now as soon as you start reading, it's just nothing.
Should you date a girl?
Should you date a girl?
Should you date a girl?
Okay.
Should you date a girl as a young man or just focus on yourself?
I think you should date girls while focusing on yourself. I don't believe in this like trying to save yourself and be virgin for your wife until you're like 35, because most of the times you're gonna make the wrong choice. Let's be honest. So I would say like if you go out on a weekend on a date with some girl, some nice restaurant, you just drink some wine or whatever. You don't go clubbing, you don't go partying and chasing girls and spend all your energy as a young man there, but you're just going like just occasionally on some dates in the weekend. I think that's not bad. Just go out there, have some experience, but just obviously focus like 99% of your attention on your business and yourself. Like don't try to like get too serious with girls and stuff like that once you're young, because you have more important things to worry about. I believe, you just attract the people who are similar to you. So in 10, 20 years of personal development, you're gonna be a completely different person. And let's be honest, like the people you're gonna attract in 10, 20 years are gonna be completely different than the people you're gonna attract now. So if you're thinking that you massively will change in life as a person, that means that, it's not just about girls. Probably you're gonna disconnect with your old friends. If you just level up so quick, you just disconnect with other people who are not leveling up as quick as you. So just expect something like that, not just with girls and your girlfriend or just with overall your friends. If you want to be somebody who just levels up so fast, you just start losing connection with these people because they just can't keep up with it. But that's just fucking the sacrifice you have to make. Once you level up, you're probably gonna attract different new people to your life. That's always what's been happening to me.
What do you think about carnivore diet? Is it
Carnivore diet.
carnivore? What do you think about carnivore diet?
I think everybody, is different, but for me personally, carnivore diet doesn't work well. I don't get really good pumps in the gym, but what I do instead is I mainly eat meat, maybe like 70% of the times. I just eat meat and eggs, coffee, cigars. But there's like this 30% of the times where, especially if I'm gonna eat some carbs, I'm gonna add my carbs right before the gym. So I'm just gonna separate my carbs in like small portions. I'm not gonna eat more than like 50 grams of carbs, so I don't get these crashes and laziness. And I kind of like get the best from both worlds. I get the focus of eating meat, and at the same time I put some carbs here and there so I can get a good pump in the gym. So for me personally, I'm not a big fan of the carnivore, but still eat clean, eat mostly meat and eggs, and just add some carbs. I would say before your training, that's like probably the best thing you can do. Just don't eat carbs in the morning, that's it.
What would you do if you have to start over again?
I mean, I'll just do the same thing. If I had to start over, I would just pick up my phone and just start doing that voice. I would just pick up the camera. That's what I did exactly like a year ago. Just moved to Thailand, was barely making any money, start posting. I was thinking, yeah, it's hard. I think most of you probably tried posting for like a month. And you were like, but it's hard, I didn't go viral. You just need to keep posting, bro. I was like posting for so long without getting any traction, and now in like 1 year, just look, bro, like my life completely changed. And I had like really nothing to risk than the phone that I already had in my hand. I was just pressing record on my phone and just posting videos online, and my life like completely changed over like the span of like 1 year. So I would just do the same thing. I would just pick up the phone and just start building my personal brand. I will focus on my personal development as a man, and while focusing on that, I would just document it on social media, build an audience, and then monetize my audience with different type of products, sponsorships, AdSense, coaching, whatever you want to do. And that's probably what I'll do. Exactly the same thing like what I did.
Do you think it's a good idea to spend all your money on nice car?
I think you should spend all your money on a nice car as soon as you made some money from your business. As soon as you made your first 100 grand, just spend it out on a nice car. But you know, just the frequency, the vibes, the confidence that you're gonna get from that, you're definitely gonna make more money. And if you like buy a good deal, and if you don't put so much miles on the car, like you're not gonna lose so much. You can just sell the car after 3 or 6 months. Once you get bored of the car, you're just gonna lose like a couple thousand. It's not like a big deal. It's not like you just completely wasted the money. But I think, yeah, just spend it out on a car, but don't be scared. Like having that scarcity mindset of, I'm not gonna make more money or whatever, that's like the reason why you're broke, guys. You know, in the beginning, invest it in knowledge and skills. As soon as you have the skills and knowledge to generate money, as soon as you make your first like 100, 200 grand online, just spend it out on a nice car. Who gives a fuck? Worst case scenario, what? You already have the skills. That's the thing. Most of you guys are scared of making money because you just don't have the skills of making money. But once you learn these skills, you know, money always come in. You know, it doesn't matter if you lose it out or whatever, you're just always making money every single week. You have the skills, you know how to make money.
What do you think about smoking weed?
I think smoking weed is just for losers. Yeah, is there a lot of rich people who smoke weed? Of course, but there's no way you tell me that you're gonna be a better person and a better man while smoking weed than not. What do you want to optimize for? Do you want to be 100% or do you want to be 80, 70, 60%? For me, I always want to be 100%. I always want to be all in. And I know that I'm definitely gonna perform better not smoking weed. And I've tried it personally out. You know, I've been smoking weed and I was still making good money, but I was just not as fast, I was not as quick. The way I was speaking, even my confidence went down. So I was just a worse version of myself. So it really depends. Do you want to go all in or do you want to just go like 50%? That's the fucking answer. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna be for this Q&A, boys. As you can guys see right now, we're in Italy and we're gonna get into the cars and just drive to France. We're gonna go to Monaco, put everything on black and just see how it goes. And maybe we either get the trip for free or maybe we just double the price of the trip. So we'll see, stay tuned. Make sure you follow me on Instagram so you actually understand what's happening with my gambling journey in Monaco. If any of you guys want to learn anything about how to make money from social media by just posting some simple videos online, you can either send me a message on Instagram or you can just go and watch some of my free trainings. Links are down below. That's for this video and I'll see you in the next video pretty soon, boys. That's it. Good job. Bam!